Hey everyone, I am now officially starting my 2012 growing season. I've got some changes this year. You might be able to tell now that you can hear me better, as well as the picture quality is probably better because I'm not using my phone this year, I'm using an actual video camera. So that should also help. Also, I'm growing a lot of different things this year. If you haven't seen my preview of the 2012 season video, it lists all the varieties I'm growing, but there are a lot of different things. So if you followed me last year, some things would be a little bit different, some things will be pretty much the same. Growing on the same area, but there are different patches out here. Like I said, the video is kind of going to be different. I'll go ahead and show you the patches though. I do have some things planted and some things are not planted yet. Like this patch has already been planted. It was not here, this patch wasn't here last year, but this patch has Howden Biggie pumpkins and Wolf pumpkins. This hill has Wolf, this hill has Wolf, and it's just kind of started to come up. These have been planted for a week exactly, I guess, today. So we haven't had much rain at all though. Another Wolf. Another hill of Wolf. Then these are Howden Biggie. Howden Biggie. And another Howden Biggie. Howden Biggie pumpkins are supposed to get about 30 to 40 pounds. They're just a larger carving pumpkin. Wolf pumpkins are about the same size as your average pumpkin, 15, 20 pounds. But they have very, very big handles, like they can be like that thick, which I don't know if you can really tell because it's on camera, but anyway, they can be very thick. This patch only has one hill planted. This is where I'm going to plant my small World of Color pumpkins as well as my large World of Color pumpkins. I only got one hill planted of the large World of Color. I've got 6 seeds in this hill, which I know is a lot, but it's all I really had room for. They're starting to come up though. And then the small World of Color pumpkins have not been planted yet. I'm going to plant them this weekend. I'll have a video of that when they do get planted. But this is where they're going to be planted at. And this patch last year was here. My Lumina pumpkins were here, which I'm not growing this year because they did not do very well last year. Which I'm actually very excited for Small World of Color. I know some other people, I've watched other people grow them on YouTube, so I'm pretty excited to grow those. This patch is where my gourds are going to be. So far I've only got one fence up, which are going to be my birdhouse gourds. I grow all of my smaller gourds and pumpkins, except birdhouse are big gourds, but I grow them on a fence as well. But they have been planted. There's a little sprout coming up. There's just some little ones that are starting to come up. Like I said, these are birdhouse gourds. It's on a chain link fence. It used to be a dog pen. They were going on a chain link fence last year. They did pretty well that way. And then I will have 2 more rows of fences. One row will have Baby Boo pumpkins, which are small white pumpkins, miniatures. And then also have Jack B. Little pumpkins on it, which are just miniature orange pumpkins. And another fence will be in the front, and it will have my miniature gourds and ornamental gourds and the miniatures of those types. The fences that will be put up are sitting here until they're ready to be planted, which aren't for a few weeks because they're miniatures. Over here, this patch was last year. Last year it was here. It was my, speckled swan gourds and apple gourds. The speckled swan gourds have been planted. I've got 10 hills of them. 50 seeds. So 5 to each hill. And then over here will be the apple gourds, which will be planted this weekend. So that was that patch. And then over here, I don't have it tilled up yet because they don't need to be planted until like June 16th or something like that. But over here is where my Dill's Atlantic Giant Pumpkins were grown last year. It's right next to the field. But this year they will have the Gurney's Giant Magic hybrid pumpkins over here. Which those are just another hybrid. They're from Gurney Seed Company and they're supposed to do really well. So I'm pretty excited for those. So we'll head back over to the patch. Videos, updates, I might be doing them a little bit differently this year just because I have so many different varieties. It might be harder, so I will still have a pumpkin patch video update every week. It'll probably be on a Friday or Saturday. I have a job this summer. I'm a lifeguard at a city pool, so I may not be able to put videos up as often as I used to last year, but anyway. Oh, this patch will have, let's see, Red Warty Thing and Jamboree pumpkins. I got those as a novelty package, what they called it. It's from Jung Seeds. So I had 4 different seed packets. Red Warty Thing, Jamboree, some kind of pumpkin that I cannot pronounce. I don't know what it's called. And then another one that I can't think of the name. I don't know, I can't think of the name right now, but 2 of those varieties will be in this patch, and this patch was not here last year. And then this is the pumpkin patch. Nothing is planted in it. Nothing's planted here either. Sorry if I was confusing, but no pumpkins have been planted yet. The regular pumpkins, that is. They will not be planted until, let's see, I guess this Saturday I'll plant them. Or Friday, whenever June 1st is. It is about double the size as it was last year. I'm going to try to get about 70 some hills, 72, 74, I don't know. So there will be more hills than there were last year. In this patch, I'm going to be growing Connecticut Field pumpkins, Howden pumpkins, and Phantom hybrid pumpkins. They're all 110-day varieties, so they all take the same time to grow. But they all are about 15 to 20 pound pumpkins. So they're just your typical carving pumpkin. But like I said, nothing is planted in this patch yet, so it's just a big dirt patch right now. Over here, nothing was planted over in this big grass area you see. And it's not tilled up yet. We're going to work on that this weekend. But what's going to go here will be my spaghetti squash and the 2 other novelty pumpkins I told you earlier that were over in that patch. And then the Cinderella pumpkins will be in here too, which are actually called Roof D something. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just call them Cinderella pumpkins. They're kind of the flat, fat pumpkin type, but they'll be in here. So I'll have 4 different varieties in this patch. And then over here will be a patch. It's not here yet. It'll be a really long patch, and it will have my Turk's Turban squash and Hubbard squash. Turk's Turban are very colorful. They've got reds and yellows and greens and browns and whites in it, and Hubbard squash are kind of a grayish color. It's actually called Chicago Hubbard squash. Sorry this video is really long. It takes a while to get around all this. Oh, and my mini patch, which is over on the other side of this creek. It's over by closer to my house. I will go ahead and show you a clip of that now. Okay, so here is my mini patch, I guess you could call it. Over here, I've got 4 rows of popcorn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is starting to come up. I planted it about a week ago. I think it's called Robust Hybrid, or I don't know, some kind of hybrid popcorn. Over here, see the popcorn ends right here. But over here is going to be my Indian corn, but that won't be planted for another week. I'm planting them both apart about 2 weeks so we can avoid cross-pollination. Then this hill has carnival squash. And this hill has Gurney's Giant Magic Hybrid pumpkins. There's 4 plants here and 5 plants here. They're both about a month old. I planted them for state fair, so they should be ready to harvest early August. So I'm going to try to compete with whatever I have here. I did plant Howden Biggie, Wolf, Big Max pumpkins earlier in April, but they ended up dying. So I went ahead and planted these on May 1st. And they're growing pretty well. They do have some flowers. Little flowers starting. And then this, I have no idea what this is. This is something from last year. This is where I threw all of my pumpkins from last year. And gourds and all that. So I have no idea what this is going to be. And these are 2 Big Max plants. I went ahead and just planted them. Just to plant them because I didn't have any planted. So I guess I could call this my mini patch and corn. And there's the ducks over there. But anyway. Yeah, so that's how this is all doing. Okay, so that was the mini patch. And we're back over in the other patch. Sunflowers, I haven't decided if I'm going to grow them or not. I haven't really found a place for them that aren't close to the pumpkins, because I know that vine plants like to grow up anything, and they would like to grow up those big stalks, which may not be good for the sunflowers or the pumpkins. So I'm not going to be growing them up, the stalks, or growing them by any pumpkins this year. I haven't decided if I'm going to grow them at all, though. But anyway, okay, videos, like I said, videos are probably going to be a little bit different. I'll have the regular pumpkin update every, Friday, Saturday, whichever. And then I will have a update probably once, maybe twice a week, of how the squash are doing or how the gourds are doing. And by squash, I'll do all of the squash that I have growing, like winter squash, and then I'll do gourds, which I'll do all of the gourds that I have out here. And I'll just do the updates in all of them. But I haven't decided what I'm going to do for sure, so you're learning as I'm learning. So I'm just kind of going with the flow here. Other than that, I think I'm pretty well done. Sorry if I completely confused you in this whole video. I know it's hard. There's like 11 different patches out here. Some of them aren't even here yet. But if you don't understand, just comment, send me a message, whatever. But I look forward to updating you guys, and as well as watching your videos. I think it's great we get to see each other's videos. And I guess just wish me luck, and I'll wish you guys luck for a great 2012 season. So anyway, this is just a video of me opening the 2012 season. I'll talk to you guys soon again. See ya.